Alright guys, it's finally time to give away our 1979 pace car. It's got a 347 small block Ford, built to handle 1,000 horsepower, level 5 T56 transmission. It's got full exhaust, air conditioning that'll freeze you out. Perfect little street car. So this will be our third giveaway that we've done. The first two were amazing. Congrats, man, you won the Mustang.
Oh shit. Badass.
The last guy that won the Sub-Zero truck, he's now out racing his truck and he's made a new channel and it's an awesome thing to see. I can't wait to see who wins this one. So the giveaway starts now. We got a bunch of new cool stuff on the website, 2 new designs featuring the pace car that are absolutely sick. Every dollar spent on the website gets you entered to win this thing.
There's nowhere to park around here. That's the good news.
Well, Falcon's fixed. The IAC's sticking though, so it's idling high. You gotta fix that. Little guy right here. Sometimes it gets a little sticky in there. You gotta pull it out and clean it off.
What's going on in here? What? That's fancy.
He's thinking about making you grudge race Addie's car instead of his car.
He's the one been talking shit. I want him. Not no race car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Addie's car's faster than his.
Probably.
I bet.
Yeah.
And it's got a power glide.
It's got a power glide.
And a trans brake.
And lighter.
But it's all motor.
Somebody catch me up as to what's going on.
Dad's been talking shit for weeks on how this freaking Malibu is faster than the pace car. And like, I haven't said nothing, but he'll roll up beside me and just try to race me when I'm on my street tires. And I'm like, dude, like, what are you doing? So now I put my slicks on. I raced, you know, obviously Steven when he was here, and then a couple days later I took them back off, put my street tires on, because it's better to drive that way. And then he starts talking shit again about how I'm scared, and I put the street tires back on and I'm going in hiding, and so I'm putting the slicks back on and I'm going to a racetrack, which I probably have a disadvantage being at the track, being that he's auto.
If you're racing quarter mile,
we're running quarter.
Yeah, I ain't never seen
but he's
no.
got nitrous, so
You have a spoolie boy.
it's a very small one. I
Doesn't
mean,
matter.
It's good to 800, but it's only on 8 pounds.
You pretty much have a 50% chance of winning, considering half the time his nitrous kit doesn't even work. Might need to do a 3-step.
Huh?
We might need to do a 3-step, but
Gotta upgrade to V6.
oh, we're going to get Mark's IAC for the Falcon. And then what are we doing? We're getting ice cream. What are we taking? I mean, look at the slew of options we have. What are we gonna take?
I would take the OGS 10, but it doesn't have roll up and down windows and it's hot. The El Camino has air conditioning. The 55 is really loud and it's hot. Take Jimmy Dale's car, but it might blow us up.
Yeah.
Take the old El Camino.
I know you do miss driving that thing on the street.
What?
The S10.
Oh yeah, I almost drove it the other day to the basketball courts, but I didn't have basketball shoes with me.
I know you've been joking about putting it back to kind of a streeter, like back to a 23 degree E85.
Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna have to blow it up first, but when it blows up, I'm probably gonna do that.
Yep.
I thought I was gonna do it this last time because I thought for sure something was broken bad, but it was just 2 push rods, so I can't really justify just changing everything over 2 push rods. So I'm gonna have to break it worse. Break it worse.
What do you want?
Here to stump the chump.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I gave you a pretty easy one today, I think.
You did. It was
Yeah.
like a bone. I don't
Yeah.
get those very often.
Yeah, I threw you a bone. How's your Wednesday?
What?
How's your Wednesday going?
Like every other day.
Yeah.
Well, it's been without Uncle Bucko, so it's pretty good.
So that's a good day.
It is a good day.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's only 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm good.
He could still sneak in.
I don't know.
Are they?
How you doing, sir?
Thank you guys.
No, thank
Appreciate
you.
Got her. Got her. Hi, dog.
Can you find a sensor?
Yep. Oh boy.
Sorry.
Bad influences.
You reach the pedals.
Yeah. Is her seat all the way forward?
No.
Oh, we need to put her seat forward. That's probably the problem.
Oh, it actually moves?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's on sliders.
Whoa.
There we go.
Is that too far? Does that feel good? Yeah. Is that comfortable? Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, let's see. Is this still tight?
You nervous?
No.
Never mind.
Have you ever driven it up the road or anything?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, Australian dog. Do you know that you're from Australia? You're an Australian dog? A cattle dog?
Did you know all I care about is the frisbee? Frisbee, frisbee, frisbee. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Frisbee. Shoot.
Alright. Got the Chumpy IAC installed.
See if it works.
Give her a whirl.
See if he got us the right one.
Just put a carburetor on it. Jeez, holy cow.
I didn't say it. Your brother said it, not me. I didn't say a shit. Evidently, Steve also has soft eyes.
Wow. Thanks,
It's
bro.
idling very rich with the new injectors. 8
Great.
brand new secondary injectors in it. And we flowed them and they flowed like a little bit more than the old ones. 'Cause I was just going to replace one, but the one flowed more, so I was like, let's just do all of them and I'll jet it, or not jet it, but fuel it accordingly.
Your eyes are watering.
Huh?
Your eyes are watering.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
You've got soft eyes.
You're just running away so we can't see them.
What are you talking about? I'm helping her.
Let's see. Come here. Let me see. Get over here. Let's see. He's so full of it.
It burns, especially in an enclosed area.
Well, it didn't stick that time, so I think it's just the weather. I'm gonna chalk it up to that. Everything's hot. Everything's hot and sticky.
It was the threatening of putting a carburetor on it. It was like, fine, I'll fucking act right, okay?
What'd you say? I just go to sit down.
Talking shit.
I haven't said a thing.
What'd you say?
You literally told me the other day that you were gonna fuck that thing up.
And I absolutely can. It's not even a question.
Not a question.
No question.
Do you have another gate spring back there?
You're my employee, jackass. You're not supposed to be going against me.
I'm just asking him a question.
You don't
We've
need to
got
ask
some.
those questions.
We've got some wastegate springs.
Oh, I got 2 stages. Come on. I'll bet Addie's car will fuck that thing up.
I'm gonna deal with you first.
You'll blow a freaking fuse before you even get out of the burnout
I already
box.
fixed that. I put a relay into the fuel pump.
Who put a relay in it?
Me and Rob.
I think we need therapy. We need therapy. We're done. Let's switch topic. Jordan versus LeBron.
Jordan. Larry Bird would kick his ass. He is.
He's playing versus janitors and zookeepers.
Back when Larry Bird won the 3-point contest, you know how many points it took to win? 18.
Put
Game
that in the
has
video.
progressed.
Oh. Oh.
Eat your food, Tommy. I'm
So
just
much
gonna
editing
say
to do.
Larry Bird played. Let's show you the motor that we should put in that. It's in the back of my truck.
Why is it still in your truck?
I haven't taken it out yet. You know what it is? It's a 6-liter.
That's gonna need cam bearings. What are you're gonna
It's a
put that in the
6-liter LS.
Mopar?
I thought you were a
No,
car guy.
we're gonna put it in the Monte Carlo.
Yeah, but you were gonna put it in the
Fuel
Mopar.
No, I wasn't.
You're out of your f***ing
You were
mind.
gonna put it in your dick.
I'll tell you where that's headed. The fucking boat ramp down at Buckeye Lake. That's where that's headed. You leave me alone with that piece of shit for 5 fucking minutes. It'll be down there, bloosh, right in the fucking water.
Water ain't very deep, it'll probably be sticking up.
I don't give a fuck. It'll be in the water.
Probably run still. How's Bucko today?
Did you give Billy a estimate on this?
No.
Because my AC job was $2,000 in labor.
Yeah, and yours was tear it apart, 3 days, flushing it,
Junkyard trip.
junkyard trip,
Yours was a little extensive, bud.
slime throughout the whole system.
3 warranty claims for malpractice.
3 warranty. What 3 warranty claims?
Leaking heater core, no air conditioning, leaking heater core. That's actually 4. It took you 4 days to get that thing to blow cold. I kept telling you there's something wrong, there's something wrong, there's something wrong.
Oh, by the way, your El Camino, the air isn't very cold.
I give up.
So, we are going to replumb the Falcon. The last time out with it, we had an issue where we ran out of fuel pump and effectively ran out of fuel pressure, which leaned out our cylinder and tuliped our intake valve. So I ordered a new fuel pump from Alky Diggers. It's here, and I wanted to step up our fuel line size from a -10 feed to a 12, and it's got an 8 return. I want to step that up to a 10 return. So we're going to redo pretty much everything. We're going to replumb some of it so that it's easier to get to some of the filters, because there's a couple, well, one filter that's a pain to get to up by the transmission, and you really can't service it between rounds if you had to. We're going to redo this, make it a little bit better, and this stuff's really nice. I mean, the packaging, you can just tell the quality is there. It's good stuff. We've used Red Horse in the past on the S10. My problem is I usually need something like right now, so I usually just run to Jags and go get the cheapest fitting I can find. But sometimes it doesn't pay off. And honestly, it got here really fast. I ordered it last Friday and it showed up Monday. That went about as good as it could have. Yep. This is good to do every 5 years on an alcohol car, no matter what. This stuff is just really corrosive. This PTFE stuff's really good, but I don't think it's 100% necessary. They have this hose here. It's rated for E85 in alcohol, and it's non-PTFE, and it's a little bit easier to put together. I've been using it on my truck with no issues. That's what we're gonna put on it. That could be a restriction too, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this compared to the rest of it.
That's one thing about that PTFE, it kinks sometimes a little easier. So on this car, our fuel pump's located in the rear. We use a cable. It's driven off of a pulley in the front. And what that allows you to do is have your fuel pump a lot closer to the outlet of your tank. Did a wheelie here or something. Something happened there. Maybe unloading it off the trailer. Never noticed that before. But anyways, it allows your fuel pump to be a lot closer to the outlet of the tank. That way you're not sucking that far. Like if you had the fuel pump up front, it would have to suck through this line really far, and sometimes you can lose prime when you start 60 footing really hard. That's why people do that. There's our old stuff. This is Fergola. There's a little kink right there. Yeah, this is definitely needed. This is a pre-filter, pre-pump filter, so this is probably it's either a 10 or 100 micron. Probably gonna reuse these filters. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. Serviceable. Put different elements in them. I would like to open it up and check it though, just see if there's anything in it. Looky there. Stink bugs.
Stink bugs?
Stink bugs from getting in your fuel jugs. Your Falcon funnel still has a filter in it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they got in there.
They've been on some rides, huh?
Yeah, they won some rounds. I'm gonna order new filter elements for these. Yeah, it's 100 micron, it says right there. Yeah, so you usually use 100 before the pump and then 10 after. It's usually the standard. So it's your old Endural fuel pump. As you can see, it's driven by this cable right here. It's got a hex drive on it. This just goes in here like this, lines up, and that tightens, keeps it from pulling out. Hopefully the new pump fits right in this old bracket that Chris made. He told me it will. We'll see. Alright, just little guys out here. There's what we had. It's an Endural SG1 960. Now this pump's about 9.5 gallons per minute. That's not a lot for an alcohol car. Most people like to run a lot more than that, but this is what it had forever, and it worked until it didn't. So we found the limits of 9.5 gallons per minute. I remember when we had that bad fuel and the O-rings wouldn't quit leaking in this thing, and then we changed fuel brands and all of a sudden the pump stopped leaking. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was at dig or die leaking, and I wrapped a rag around it. We were having to change filter elements every race, clogging the filters up. I think we were getting reclaimed alcohol. The guy I was dealing with at that company got let go, so I stopped dealing with them, and it's a good thing. So there's our new one.
All we need to do is make a line that goes from here, wraps this corner, and goes to here. And then we'll have the first line made, and then it'll go from the pump on the out, and then we'll have to run one all the way up the frame rail to go to the rails up there, which is gonna go, I think it's gonna go straight to that little Y, right? This line will go right off that, right to this little Y, right here up at the front, and then those right there will tee off into fuel rails themselves.
What you got there, buddy?
Finished product of custom AC line.
Wow. DEI heat shielding.
Yep. We'll have brackets and everything, so it'll stay away from the hot side of the turbo.
That's nice, dude. Thank you.
I should have it running here in a minute.
Cool. Nice to have AC in that thing. We're gonna have it for next month or two, so I'm not gonna want to drive it without it. So honestly, like these fittings, you can literally feel a difference in them versus some other brands. They just feel really nice and smooth and polished, and there's no kinks when you're trying to turn them. They're just, you can tell they're really well made. Feel that?
Is this the stuff from Red Horse?
Yeah. It just feels nice.
It does feel good.
How soft they are, smooth.
Mm-hmm. If it was up to me, I'd like to have everything replumbed with this stuff. Like I don't even want anything, especially the methanol cars. I don't want anything plumbed with cheap fasteners anymore. Okay, so when you pulled into the staging lanes down there at Edgewater and that thing was pouring methanol out the grill, I called the guys at Red Horse and I said, listen, this has to stop. I can't deal with that anymore. I can't watch that. Like, we could have lost that car. If somebody would have flipped a cigarette or something in that methanol, we would have lost that whole car.
And these are for gold. It's PTFE stuff.
That's the old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
just
it's
hear
been
it.
used, but
Yeah.
they don't polish their stuff. It's got that finish. It's kind of like a rough anodizing, you know?
Yeah,
The
that,
Red Horse stuff's like all polished and nice.
have you been filming this fiasco?
No, not really.
Nothing?
a little bit
Bucko with his
yesterday.
new line.
Oh, so get this.
What?
Everything we filmed yesterday,
Yeah.
he's not allowing me to make a video of that.
No. What?
It's pointless.
No, it's not. It's not pointless.
We need to race on the street where it's even road.
Oh my God. Fuck with the bull, you get the horns.
Thing. Yeah,
What
that.
Billy left on yesterday was this.
The equivalent to that.
It was literally the equivalent to this.
I thought it broke. I thought it was
I'm
in
just
water.
letting you
What the
know.
f are you doing?
I'm just letting you you know that it was that slick.
You're my employee. You're supposed to back me up.
By the way, Tommy would like his charger back.
What charger?
Borrowed his jump box and the charger to the paint thing, and then you know.
Are you kidding me? You know why I had to borrow his jump box? Because of your malpractice and not fixing the
What about
charging
his
system on my
charging for
freaking
the
skid
paint
loader.
deal?
Huh?
The chargers for the paint scanner.
Paint scanner?
I don't. You talk to him. This is like the 50th time he asked me for his charger. He's like, "Will you please tell your
Why
mother-"
doesn't he call me? If I have borrowed something from him, he should call me.
Did you guys give him a starter back? The core?
I don't know. Did you take that core back that you picked out of the?
Yeah. He's been asking for it for like. I don't know.
He hasn't asked me.
He knows you don't know where nothing's at.
I wonder why.
Look at me.
Okay, let's for example, I'm gonna go in my toolbox. I'm gonna grab sockets that I bought 20 years ago and sets, and we're gonna go look at your sockets that you've owned for a year.
Oh,
I've
God,
got
don't
socket
get him
sets.
started.
I've got socket sets I haven't owned for 6 months that are destroyed.
Yeah, I know.
Not by me.
So this is kind of interesting.
What?
These two fittings are the same, right? This is a Jegs brand. This is a Red Horse. Okay. Look at the inlet.
Wow.
Look how much
Holy
difference there is
smokes.
there.
And that's the same size AM?
That is the same size, 10 AN ORB to a 12 out.
That's a big difference.
Red Horse is on the right, Jags is on the left.
Yeah. So that fitting flows even more, even though they're both 10s right here. The Red Horse flows way more, and it has more to get a hold of when you're tightening it down. That's kind of nice.
That is a nice fitting. so far.
Interesting.
I got 2 more Jags ones too.
Like my pinky can't fit through there. My fucking whole pinky goes through that one.
Whoa, hey.
That's how we're gauging fittings now?
Yeah,
I can see the tip of his pinky coming out the back side.
stuck.
If you guys are done filming, playing with your knobs, I'm gonna finish here.
I'm gonna let the jack down.
You got a jack stand underneath that? Safety violation. Hey, Buckwheat.
Yeah.
You got a jack stand underneath there?
Yep.
Where is it?
Between my legs.
Very easy. That's the easiest line I've ever put together. There's your 180. It's going to come out of the pump, the outlet, and then it's going to run along the right frame rail up to the next filter. Okay, turn the AC on in the car. Show them how cold it is, Bucko.
19 degrees.
It'll be frosty in there. About ready, princess?
Yeah. So, here we are.
You gotta put a tune up in your nitrous controller or do anything?
Nah, I don't think so.
Are you sure it works?
Yeah.
You got a warm bottle?
Something out there.
Heard me blasting.
Yeah, I heard something out there.
Oh, wow. You don't need to worry about what you heard. How confident are
So are
you?
you gonna spray me?
Are you going to turn your turbo on?
Just a little tiny one.
He's already been out.
67.
If I had to guess, he's already changed the gate spring. He's already put race fuel in it. He's already had Isaac on the phone. Hey man, what should I do? What did
I didn't consult Isaac. I probably should have,
You probably should have.
because I did go in there and up the boost safety a little bit.
You probably should.
But I went out, I put some good fuel in it. It should be safe. It's on about 12 pounds.
12 pounds.
Yep. Except for when you load it in fourth gear, it makes 22. But as long as there's not a big load on it, it should only make 12.
So look, this time, let's be a little more prepared. No messing around.
One and done.
One and done. Doesn't matter what happens, so don't mess up. Don't be an idiot.
a good race. He got around me. Man, I think if I could shift a little bit better. He rolled around me quick. He must have sprayed both kits. Oh man, that was a good race. He had to have been on both kits. This spot's bumpy. This spot is a little bit bumpy. Malibu is shuffling. Dad was just skating. Dad's on a radial, so he was skating for about 200 feet, and then his finally hooked up. He was driving the shit out of it though.
Yeah, he didn't want to lose.
No,
There was too much on the line.
Yeah, it's good. It looked like a decent race though. Pretty awesome. This spot's pretty sweet. He was spinning for the first 200 feet. His hooked up. Dude, he must have freaking sprayed both kids. Oh, dude. His shit finally hooked up, and it's a roller coaster, dude. This spot's bumpy. Dude, it was close. He got me by the car. Yeah. Oh, shit. Dude, you were driving that thing.
Dude, that road is like a freaking roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never been on a roller coaster road as bad as this. Like, usually they're concrete when they're that, like...
Nah, this thing was way... When we were driving up through here, I was like, oh, this is... I see why they say... Like, the surface is tight.
It is
tight. But the problem is...
Once you get out there, it is a roller coaster, son. I was very gentle leaving.
Were you?
Yeah. I left in second gear.
Oh, you did?
Well, the car leaves in first, but it shifts to second almost immediately. And then I waited to go wide open throttle until it was in second gear, and then that started the nitrous ramp. I was trying to be very cautious.
Right. Well, let's not do what we did last time and sit around and dick around. If we're done, we're done. It seemed like a good race, so. All right. Was my flag
I can't wait to see that GoPro footage.
Did you spray both?
Huh?
You spray both?
No.
What do you mean? You were rolling out the back.
Goddamn right I was rolling out the back.
Billy's going to put twins on that car. Okay, that's exactly what I did not expect to happen. I did not expect for me to be out first. Yeah. And then I did not expect you to come drive around me with 10 mile an hour.
I wonder what happened.
Good race. All right.
I love you, man.
Let's get out of here. No more dicking around. I don't think any of us expected that. At least it was a good race, you know? I mean, it was close. I don't think there was a gap. The pace car did pretty good for what it is. I think he was spraying the house down on that thing. He definitely did not want to lose. And I wasn't willing to put on enough boost to keep him from coming around me. Yeah, I mean, it was a good race. No excuses from me.
Did we go past the 8th under power? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you weren't lifting, and I was like, I don't know where the finish line is, but I ain't lifting until he lifts. And by the time I lifted, I was looking at that stop sign coming up really fast. I was all over the binders to get that thing stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Stopped, all right. He's in a 4,000-pound car.
This is 3,800 freaking pounds, man. It's just...
Hey, at least they both have AC now.
They both have AC, they both have overdrive. They're real deal street cars.
They're real.
Real deal street cars.
I couldn't see you. I couldn't see your headlights. I said, "Oh, we're in there."
Yeah.
I got into third. I was like, "It's hooked up. We're going." Pulled fourth. By the time I pulled fourth, you were just.
Well, that's where I was concerned because you said that thing made like 22 pounds in high gear.
Don't mean nothing. Well, when you load it really hard in fourth at a low RPM, I think the timing table goes way down to be safe so it doesn't blow a head gasket or something. So then it makes a bunch of boost. But when you're just hammering on it and you're not lugging it down, it only makes like 12 or 13.
So what you're saying is, in that Rice-A-Roni video that you posted on Facebook today, you lugged it down and it made more boost than what you're saying. Because you just contradicted yourself. You're like, oh, I just lugged it down. And now he's saying, well, when you lug it down, it makes more power.
It doesn't necessarily go faster, though. Nothing happens out there. It pulls a bunch of timing out of it.
Sounds like fuel injection problems.
Here we go.